came around to say hello. One, I'm so fly. You took a nosedive. Careful when you play on my level. For you it's so. Hey, hello.
Motorola Razr 50 Ultra. Flip the script.
Hello, Moto.
Somebody's aired. Well, take them to the cleaners. Be my guest as the opposition. That's the job that you are meant to do. But without knowing the facts, should you begin to call this a sellout? Should you start calling Narendra surrender, dar gaya, bhag gaya? You know, what is this?
Good evening, Navika, and good evening to my fellow panelists. First of all, I want to congratulate you, truly, because this is an amazing discussion, and this is the kind of discussion based on facts, not rhetoric, that our parliament should be having, but you are having it, so thank you for that. I want to very quickly, not more than a couple of minutes, put at least 4 or 5 points across, especially on the US trade deal. But first of all, I have to say this, what Faizan Bhai has said also has an element of truth, because they are going by what both sides, specifically the Americans, are putting out. Now, yes, I do agree that trade deal formal signing is maybe a month away. But then if it is a month away, then should we wait? Should Americans wait? Should Indians wait, rather than having every week put out some statement and then having to change their statement? And because of that, there is mistrust that is developing, and that cannot be right. Number two, may I please condemn in strongest of words what my good friend Faizan Bhai has said, and I quote him, 42% of Indians don't like Modi. That is what he said. Does he mean to say, let him say it, danke ki chot pe, that 58% of Indians don't like Rahul Gandhi or Akhilesh Yadav? Is this the way to behave if somebody votes in an election? I might not vote for Modi, doesn't mean I don't like him or I hate him. I might not vote for Rahul Gandhi. These are decisions that Indians are making based on India's interests. So please hold back on these strong words. Now, let me state just the facts, and please give me a couple of minutes because it's very important. This is not being discussed in the parliament. We are discussing it here. Number one, you know it, Navika, India has signed fantastic trade deals or FTAs with 8 in the last 5 years. The biggest being with the EU. Not a single one of them puts India in a lock-in, meaning puts preconditions on India. They emphasize reciprocal tariff reductions, market access improvements, investment facilitation, and rules-based trade. And in contrast, the US-India trade deal, at least of what we know of it right now, forces India to commit to stopping Russian oil imports and to buy American goods worth $500 billion over the next 5 years. This makes it distinct from India's other trade deals and adhere to standard WTO compatible frameworks without geopolitical or strategic autonomy trade-offs. The commitment to not buy Russian oil, 36 to 40% of our total oil imports currently, means that we are being dictated to by America. This is the truth. To buy or not to buy anything should and must always remain India's sovereign decision. Besides, it was the same America that was imploring us to buy Russian oil 3 years ago to stabilize world oil prices. And now it is telling us to not buy Russian oil because it suits their hypocritical stand despite China and the West continuing to buy Russian energy and oil. Instead of playing ping pong between two ministries, India should have by now come out with a clear stand on the executive order that further states that it will police India's purchases and will slap oil tariffs back in. Number two, very quickly, I am glad that the White House has changed the word commit to intent, because quite frankly, the second lock-in imposed on us that we have committed to buy $500 billion of American products means that we are obligated to more than double our US imports every year from 40 billion to 100 billion or so. Now, it may indeed happen, Navika, that we do this purely because of our strategic or domestic requirements. After all, we buy $110 billion worth of Chinese products every year, but being forced to do so is arm twisting. And number three is important. It is also true, which the opposition is not saying, and it must say, that these lock-ins that Trump has forced on India are identical to what he has imposed on all other nations with whom he has made trade deals with. For example, he has forced on EU a commitment to purchase $750 billion in US energy products and $600 billion in investments in US by 2028. In exchange for US tariff cap at 15%, he has forced on Malaysia a commitment to purchase $150 billion.
This is not about the trade deal, and Anand Ranganathan, life is not what it was yesterday, and America is not what it was yesterday. There is a difference, and that is the reality check. Biden's America was different from Trump's America, and we've got to recognize it. We've got to do the business with them. But my worry is something else. My worry Somnath Bharti ji, is the point where we have come in our parliamentary democracy, where we just take pot shots at just about anybody. We will put a no confidence motion on the speaker. This time in the chair was Jagdambika Pal ji, so pot shots were taken at him. क्या आप तो कभी कांग्रेस में थे? आपके लिए मैं लाइट कर दूंगा. And then he has to turn around and rebut and say, hey, if you had listened to me, you wouldn't be in the opposition, you would be in the treasury benches. Just what's going on? Rahul Gandhi comes out, just goes into a conversation happening between two Modi Sarkar ministers and the media standing, and just goes in, holds his hand and says, come talk, let's talk together. The guy says, you've stopped me mid-sentence, I've lost my train of thought, goes away. Dar gaya. What is going on? Is this a drama company that is being set out in parliament? And above all, martial arts, choke, tap, jujitsu, आंख में डर है, ये क्या चल रहा है भाई? पार्लियामेंट है, कुश्ती का अखाड़ा है.
Navika ji, you try literally hard to defend BJP for all its wrongs.
And you try very hard to defend Rahul Gandhi. ये क्या हो गया?
Inbuilt rules. You try to defend BJP for its wrongs. That's what I'm saying. So, see, I've been listening to all the co-panelists very patiently. Lok Sabha is a place where you debate on the issues which the country is facing as of today. What is youth facing? What is the middle class facing? The issues faced by the business people, women, etc., etc. What do we see today? What is happening? We are into personal glorification. मोदी जी को ये कह दिया, मोदी जी को ये कह दिया. भाई कब तक इस प्रकार से बिहेव करेंगे? You need to be held accountable. You need to be accountable for the position you hold today. You are a prime minister. You are supposed to be addressing the issues the country is facing. The country today is questioning you. That why did you surrender to US? The trade deal is so much tilted towards Americans. And Indians, especially farmers, are at loss today. Fisheries are at loss today. And what do we do now? We're trying to justify. You were very, you pointed out that they've changed the word. No longer commitment is there. Now they're saying you intend. What are we doing? Here, the Commerce Minister was saying MEA will respond. MEA was saying Commerce Minister will respond. And none of you have possibly the facility to put both of them together and question them, at the same time. Today, the country is saying, earlier we were paying 3%. Now we pay 18%. So is this something to we, Gaga, do we pleased with? What are we saying? So country's concerns are three in number today, which has cornered Mr. Modi. One, in General Narwane's book, that Mr. Modi's image, which we all have been projected to, that he's too brave, he takes decisions just like, and he's a hero, etc., etc. Now, what do we see there in the book? He was undecisive. He's a leader who did not stand with his army.
No.
Number two.
How does it show? How does it show he was indecisive? No, please prove your point. Substantiate.
Please. All right. But good you asked me. See, so far, General Narwane has not said that these words are not mine. He has only said that book possibly is under consideration of the Ministry of Defense.
But the words that he says, "Jo uchit samjho wo karo," shows that he had a free hand. There was no political interference. So what are you trying to point at, Somnath Bharti?
That's not leadership. When the army chief said that is China, it's not Pakistan. Whatever I decide, whatever I do will have deeper repercussions on the nation. It means he was looking for help. So that
a general looking for help on military decisions which the political leadership is leaving to him to take. The rest they will handle. You know, Anand Ranganathan, and they are objecting to the political leadership giving the military leaders a free hand. Now that is the situation that we are trying to question the government on. Really?
Navika,